Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Gonna a little earlier today. I'm headed out to the Bam Rodriguez press conference in a little bit. So I wanted to touch base with y'all first. Wanted to come through for y'all. Any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats? Put them in the comment section below. Let me respond to a text I got from the missus real quick. Hang on one second. Hang on one second. All right. Sorry about that. I had to respond to a text from the missus. All right, guys. Welcome. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Want everyone's thoughts, comments, everything in the super chats. Thoughts, comments, questions in the super. Leave me your thoughts, questions, comments, and super chats in the comment section. I will get to them. It is good to be live with y'all. Glad everyone is aboard. Early show today. Got the Bam Rodriguez press conference. Like I was saying, I'm going to head out to that in just a little bit. After I do this, I'm going to head out to that. That's about 45 minutes from the crib. Let me get up to this. Let me get this, and we'll pay the bills. What's good, Rocket? Let's get this money forever. Yeah, Rocket sent me a parlay. Let me go over Rocket's parlay real quick. I liked it. I don't love it, Rocket, but I like it. I think it hits. Let me go over this. I like it. It's Ceranko by stoppage. Okay, I like Ceranko by stoppage. A lot of y'all did not. I'm going to get to that tape next. Gary Russell Jr. money line. I love that. I think even at minus 1,600, I know Hugo Castaneda. He's a friend of mine. I know him well. He's from Mexico, but he's trains and lives in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas. I know him well. There is no chance, zero chance, he's beating Gary Russell Jr. I'd probably take Russell Jr. by stoppage. Magsayo at minus 900. I think Magsayo wins. I just don't love the price tag attached to it. Pacheco by stoppage. I like that a lot at minus 400. And then over 10.5 rounds for Figueroa and Gonzalez. Over 10.5. I love that. So I love the over. I like Pacheco. I love Russell. I like Ceranko. I think this hits. This is a plus 128 parlay. It's a plus money parlay. It does have 5 legs. I like this a lot. I do. I do think this hits. The more I think about it, the more I like this, Rocket. You're in good hands, baby. Go with that, Rocket. Go with it. What up, Carlos? Marta Prince in the house. Marta Prince, salute. Gary, great week. We got a great Saturday of boxing. Like I said, I'm going to be at the Bam fight. Let me go over my schedule real quick for y'all while I got y'all. 2 days before we get rich. Can you feel it? It's in the air. Let's get rich. Let's get rich together. Let's bring down the house together. I'm going to try to make it a little bit quicker. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep this to around a half hour. I want to get into all of it real quick. So what I see coming. Yes, sir. All right. So I'm going to drop Fundora and Zoo tonight. And then I'm going to get right to the video on Ceranko. I'm going to do Ceranko and Dakar. And those are the next two. And I'm going to try also to squeeze in Isaac Cruz and Angel Fierro. So I'm going to try to get to all of that over the next couple of days. I'm going to try to get to all of it. I'm going to try to get through the video. I got a lot. I'm going to be uploading content. I'm going to be uploading a Havelock. You are here. You will not get fined. You are here, Havelock. It's good to have you aboard. You will not be getting fined. 2 more days till we get rich. So I lost my train of thought. So I'm going to drop Fundora Zoo, and then I'm going to drop Ceranko. I'm going to get both that out to you guys quickly. That's why I'm not doing an afternoon show. I'm going to upload a ton of content from the Bam Rodriguez press conference. weigh-in, etc. I'm going to get you guys a ton of content from that. You guys will have that. And that's and then I won't be going live again tonight. I'll be going live again tomorrow after the weigh-in. So I'll have this show. I'll have the content from the press conference, the content from the weigh-in. I will have the Fundora video out, the Fundora Zoo video. I will also have the Serenko Dakar video out. I will have all that out by tomorrow evening, the next time I go live and speak to you. So I'm going to have a lot of content out for you guys. Make sure to check that all out. What's good? What's good, Mike Larry? I would just take I think Lappin goes the distance. I do. I think Lappin goes the distance. But I think the odds on him are good enough. I would just take him on the money line. It's minus 400 or so on my book. I don't know what y'all got. I would just take Lappin on the money line. All right, let me pay my bills, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing, 3D Boxing Blog on all forms of social media. The boxing bookie comes at you for every single major fight, so you know how to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing. The bookies, the odds makers, they don't know what they're doing. I do. I'm going to show you how to consistently make money betting on the sport. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in that ticker below. Just $5 a month. It's the absolute best gambling advice. We just got another Patreon. Havelock became a Patreon recently. We just got another Patreon right before the show started. Megan Fox, apparently, the legendary, the beautiful, stunning Megan Fox is now a Patreon member. I'm sure it's not the real Megan Fox, but shout out to Megan Fox for becoming a Patreon. Join the Patreon, get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Get asked to book you anything, get requested video. Get the updated props, the live betting. You get all that for just $5 a month. Plus, it's a great family to be a part of. We stream fights there. It's a great fight. It's a great community to be a part of. So join the Patreon. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So join the Patreon now. Join it while you can. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivorebar.com. That's carnivorebar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar, the Carnivore Bar. Carnivorebar.com. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, fresh-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivorebar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, let's get into today's show. I just got this new coffee from this new place called La La Land. Not bad. Shout out La La Land in South Lake, Texas. Pretty good coffee. They give it to you in like this weird cup. Shout out to them. Do you think Ammo Williams' new opponent, DraftKings, will put on? I'm sure they will. Let's take a look at that. Good question, Muscles. Muscles came. And by the way, I forgot to show the poll yesterday. Bam Rodriguez won the poll slightly over Abdullah Mason as who's the more talented fighter. I did not vote. That's a tough one. Ivan Vasquez, 11-0-2. It's a Texas guy as well. Let me pull this up real quick. Ivan Vasquez, this is the new opponent for Austin Ammo Williams. Two Houston guys letting it go. He fought Rashard Hicks, a friend of mine, back in 2023. Rashard Hicks was pushing 40 at that time, but Rashard Hicks is a tremendous athlete. That was back in 2023. You guys know Rashard Hicks. He's fought a couple of meaningful fights. He fought Yelin Yusunev right before that was in September. He fought Jairo Castaneda as well. He's fought a couple meaningful fights. But that's Daniel Yelin Yusunev. That was at the Guard. It was on a Matchroom card. He's managed by Mike Cameron. To me, this is a somewhat dangerous fight. I do think he wins. I don't think Ivan Vasquez is a pushover. I don't know what kind of shape he's in. He was scheduled to fight 2 months from now in Houston. I don't know if that's still a go. Oh, Sugarland, same thing. Again, he's got a draw at Hicks. Tells me he's a decent fighter. He should not be on the level of Ammo Williams. Other than that, there's nothing at all to speak of on his resume other than a win over Cameron Creel, which is a lifelong opponent who loses all of his fights. This should be a test, but not easy. A clear victory for Ammo Williams. I would bet on it. I'm guessing they will add this. I don't know where the stacks on the card, but I do think Ammo Williams we'll have that on the card shortly. It's not a bad opponent. It's not an opponent I think he's going to offer much of a chance of scoring an upset, but he will make him fight. 6 foot tall, super welterweight. Supposedly has good pop. He's been in with Rashard Hicks. We got a draw. It's not a horrible opponent on last minute. All right, let's get to the book. Let's pull up the book. Let me refresh. All right, these type of fights I'm laying off of. I am taking Serenko until further notice. A lot of y'all were telling me you like Solomon Dakar. I can't see that. I'm just taking Serenko on the money line. Lappin, I like a lot. Lappin, I like this, and I definitely like the over 8.5. I think the over 8.5 is a tremendous bet. I would take that. We're gonna build a parlay around that in just a little bit. Abel Ramos, Jose Sanchez. This fight is off. I did like Abel Ramos. I thought this was easy money. Abel Ramos, I would have taken this. It is off. Acoli and Lorena. I like Acoli in this. I did a video on it. I like the fight also not to go the distance. Those are the two props that I like not to go the distance. Minus 155. Acoli minus 230. I think you're safe. I think you're good with either one of those bets. I think those are both good bets. I would take. I like Acoli. I think Acoli wins by stoppage, but Acoli is so sloppy and so fluid. Someone's getting stopped in this fight. I think it's Lorena, but just to be safe, just take the fight not to go the distance because someone's getting knocked out in that fight, and the price tag is pretty good on it. Usyk all day. The other prop I like. What the hell is this? Okay. This is just some gay stuff. Okay. I like Usyk by decision in this at plus 200. I think that's good value. My guess, my prediction is Usyk by decision. That's what I'm taking. So I would bet Usyk, and I would take Usyk by decision. There's also a knockdown prop I like in this. Fight. Either fighter to be knocked down. I like that at minus 250. I think that's good value. Magsayo, I would take Magsayo. I don't love the price tag on, so I'm not going to be betting this fight. I don't think. I think Magsayo wins. I don't love the price tag on it. Pablo Vaz, I'm not touching that. Devon, I'm not touching minus 18,000. Omari Jones, I'm not touching minus 8,000. Picasso, I think at minus 1,400, and Gary Russell at minus 1,600. I think that's worth taking. If you can get Russell by stoppage, I would take that. But I think you can safely add Picasso and Russell Jr. to your parlay. Isaac Cruz has come down a little bit. He was at minus 600. Now he's at minus 550. He went to 650 last night. Now he's down to 550. So he's kind of a little bit all over the place here. But he's going to be between 500 and 650. I wouldn't touch this. What I do like is the over at minus 245. I would take the over on that as well. Pablo Valdez and Robert Redmond Jr. I know Robert Redmond Jr. He's obviously not going to win this fight. You can take Valdez on that. That's a safe bet right there. Isaac Cruz. I'm not betting this. If I'm going to bet this, I got Angel Fierro yesterday at plus 450. If you can get him at something like that, I may roll the dice on Fierro, but right now just take the over. I don't think there's any value in taking Isaac Cruz at minus 550. I don't think he should be that big of a favorite. Speaking of favorites, I think we're going to lose, Brandon Figueroa. I got Joet Gonzalez. But what I like even more than that is the over. The over 10.5 at minus 450. I would take that. I like the over in this fight. I would for sure take the over in that fight. Yeah, I would take that. Sebastian Fundora. That's the bet I like. I would take. What I'm going to do is take Gonzalez. A fight line I like. Gonzalez by decision is at plus 300. That's an interesting bet. I would take that. And I think a draw is in play here too. So there's lots of bets that I like here on Figueroa. There's a lot that I like on Figueroa. And then finally, we get to the big one, Fundora. So let me just recap this. I'm going to have to clear these out. I got Lappin money line. I got Sorenko money line. I got the over 8.5 on Lappin and Edmondson. I got the I got a Coley on the money line. I got a Coley and Loretta not to go the distance. I got Usyk on the money line. I got Usyk by decision. I got Usyk versus Dubois at minus 250. I got Mixayo on the money line. I got Picasso on the money line. I got Russell on the money line. I got over 10.5 on Cruz. I got Pablo Valdez at minus 1,600. I got Joet Gonzalez at plus 200. I got Brandon Figueroa at minus 450 to go over with Joet Gonzalez. I got Joet Gonzalez by decision at plus 300. And I got a draw. I like that too. I think Joet Gonzalez and Figueroa, I think a draw might be worth a little wager. I think you could be looking at that type of fight. All right, let me finish up the rest of these fights. We got a couple of fights left that I want to get into. Let me clear this out. Sebastian Fundora, Tim Tszyu. I like Tszyu here. This is very close. I like Tszyu. I like the knockdown prop. Either fighter to be knocked down. I like this. Yes, I like that. And I like the fight not to go the distance. So for the Tszyu fight, what would I bet? I would bet Tszyu on the money line. I would bet either fighter to be knocked down, and I would take the fight not to go the distance. That's what I would take on that particular fight. Pacheco, I would just take Pacheco by stoppage. I think you're in. I don't have Pacheco by stoppage right here, but I think you're in good hands with Pacheco by stoppage. Barrios, do you guys know I like Barrios here? Minus 275. I locked him in at minus 300. It's gotten even better. I would take Barrios, and I would take Barrios by stoppage. Barrios by stoppage is plus 135. To me, that's a tremendous value play. I'm going to throw some little bit of cash on Barrios by stoppage. What's good, King? What's up? I like Joet Gonzalez and Fiorot by decision. Yeah, if you're going to take Fiorot, you might as well take him by decision. Fiorot by decision, I think, is a value play. Or the over. The Cruz over is the safe play. I think there's value in Fiorot by decision, but I agree with that assessment. Boxed in bet 79. I'm taking the Bekami fight over 6.5 at minus 120. Yeah, I like that. I like over 6.5. Hang on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to take a leak real quick. All right, much better now. Much better now. All right, under 1.5 knockdowns on Fig Joette. Yeah, you've done so well with that parlay. I wouldn't shy away from it. Both those guys are rugged. Both those guys are impossible to drop. I don't think it's a bad prop. I got that one. I get that pick on one of my parlays also at Box and Bets. McCombie over 6.5. Yeah, I think he goes over 6.5. Let me finish up. Bam Rodriguez. I take Bam on the money line. I probably wouldn't take that. I would take the over 7.5. I do like that. And I like Bam by decision at plus 350. That's actually gotten better. Bam by decision, I think at plus 350 is value. It was plus 300 is what I locked it in at. Plus 350, I think, is an excellent value play. All right, that's everything. That's what we got. Guys, any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, please put them in the comment section below. Let me know what any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. I'd like to hear them. It's a big week. It's a big week, but I like Bam by decision. I like Barrios by stoppage. I like Usyk by decision. I like Joette Gonzalez by decision. I like Isaac Cruz by decision, although I think there's value. I wanted to look at this real quick. What is Fierro by decision? Fierro by decision is plus 600, you know? The draw is plus 1,600. I think those are two bets that are value plays. Like, they may not hit, but if you want to throw a couple of bucks on both of those, I think it's worth it. Fierro at plus 600 by decision is I think, a good bet. I like Gonzalez. I like, Gary Russell Jr. and Picasso, easy money. Amari Jones, I wouldn't bet that. Devon, minus 8,000, I'm just not touching that. Pablo Valdez, that's an interesting one. I'm going to work out one more parlay for you guys, and I'm going to be done. I have all of my bets up there. We are good for the week. Pablo Valdez, Robert Redmond, another Texan. Interesting. Redmond has been out for a while. Yeah, I would take Valdez in that as well. I've known Robert Redmond for years. I didn't even know he was still fighting. I just looked him up. He's extremely inactive. I wanted to just share this with you. He's a Houston guy. I know him well. He hasn't fought since 2020. He's been out of the ring 5 years. I don't know why. I was at a lot of these fights. I was at this fight. I was at this fight. And I was at the Hawthorne fight. Yeah, I was at 3 of his last 4 fights. Blair Cobbs, he fought in Indio, California. Is that when Virgil fought on that card? No, was that injured? Okay. It's Conceição Machado. That's why. Okay. But I've been at a lot of his fights. And it's been 5 years. He's been inactive for 5 years. Shout out to Judge Jeannie Cardenas. She's my there's no picture of her. She's my favorite judge. If you find a picture of her, you'll know why. Yeah, take Pablo Valdez. That's a crazy fight. I don't know why. I would take it if I had available. I'd go crazy on those pick sheets. You guys want to work out one more parlay? No, Abel Ramos is out. Abel Ramos, if I'm correct, Abel Ramos is the one that got injured, correct? Abel Ramos got injured. Yeah, Ramos is the one that got injured in that. That's why the fight is off. Grant Pack in the house. Much appreciated for the locks and the handicapping on all the fights. Oh, got you, Grant. King Sally, Lappin, Picasso, Diego, Bam are locks, 100%. I got Bam over 5.5 at minus 240. I like that. I like over 5.5 at minus 240. I like that a lot, Carlos. I would lock that in. Shout out on that. Guys, leave your questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Leave it in the comment section. I will get to that. I'm going to try to work out one more parlay for you guys. Let me take a look at this. Let me get y'all a parlay, and then I will see you for over 24 hours. I won't see you till tomorrow evening, probably about 8 o'clock Eastern time. But let me work out one more parlay for y'all. I know what I'm going to start with. Where is it? All right, I'm going to start with the over. Ten and a half on this fight. I'm taking that. And I'm taking the over on this. Here we go. Guys, how do you like this for a parlay? Over on Fiorot, over on Edmondson. To me, this is a great parlay. Over 10.5 on Cruz, Fiorot, over 8.5 on Lappin, Edmondson. I feel good about this. I like this a lot. Over 10.5, over 8.5. Or would you guys rather this? Where is it? Of these three, which two do you guys like the best? Cruz, Lappin, Figueroa. Cruz, Lappin, Figueroa. I'm gonna wait to drop this last, but guys, give me two of the three that you like here. Which two of these three do you think are most likely to go over? Over 10.5 on Cruz, over 8.5 on Lappin, over 10.5 on Figueroa. I think these are all good hits. I want to give you a parlay. If you want to parlay all three of them together, it's plus 121. I like it, but I want to give you just two of them. Just give you two of them. To me, these are actually, it's not bad. Over 8.5, over 10.5. These are not bad. Guys, leave your questions. Oh, did I skip it? My bad. You've had luck with this. I'm not going to steer you away from betting the over on those fights. You've had so much luck with it. I think you should lock it in. If you feel good about it, I like it. Under 1.5, I like it. I would take that. I would take it. I would take it. Under 1.5 knockdown, what's it paying? Let me take a look at what it's paying. Under 1.5 knockdowns, minus 425. I would take it. I would take it. I got a text. I just got a text from Rocket on a 6-bet parlay. Russell Jr. money line, easy money. Over 8.5, Lappin, Edmondson. I like it. Valdez money line, got it. Over 10.5, Figueroa, I got it. Cruz over 7.5, I like it. Pacheco, minus 600. So it's Russell, Valdez, Pacheco, money line. Check, check, check. And then over on Lappin, over on Figueroa, and over on Cruz. Yeah, I like this. Over 8.5, over 10.5, over 7.5. I like this. I would take this. I like this one. I like this 6. It's 6 legs, which is kind of wild, but I like that. I like that a lot. This right here, Rocket. This is a 3D boxing kind of parlay. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, we'll have a ton of content for you guys coming out over the next 36 hours, let's say 30 hours or so. I'm going to give you guys a ton of content. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media. I won't be live again until about 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow night, but it is July 17th. Well, let me see if I have any last minute questions, comments, or super chats. Usyk overweight too dangerous. I want to win. I made a live bet. It couldn't bring myself to bet anything other than Fundora decision plus 300. I don't think Fundora is very good. It's just the only bet they had value and made sense with the good value. Damn, got here. You're never late, but I am ending the show. I am ending the show, Dave. But it's good to have you aboard. I will be live again tomorrow evening, probably about 8:00 Eastern time. I do have to wrap. I have to get ready to go to the Bam Rodriguez weigh-in press conference. Weigh-in is tomorrow. Press conference. It is July 17th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.